Hey everyone, so I have a Mark 7 GTI and I've been having this clunking sound underneath my car. I don't know if it's subframe or anything like that, but the other day I went underneath the car, my buddy and I, and we checked all the suspension because I have BC Racing coilovers on it. If you can see the coilovers just right here. And then I went and messed around with the suspension, making sure all the bolts were tight. I haven't checked the subframe bolts yet, which I'm gonna do, just to double check on those. But I had a feeling that it was gonna be something tied to the BC Racing coilover suspension system. So we went under there and I found out that one of the nuts or one of the bolts that comes out of the end links and the nut on it was spinning. It just was spinning. And so I kind of pushed on it and I could hear like a clicking. So I figured that's probably shot. And so check these out. I went to BC Racing. I ordered some new end links. They were $17.50 on their website. Pretty cheap. But here's the old one right here, if you want to zoom in. Here's a good bushing on the old one. It's kind of, it has a gold color on the shaft here, but it's pretty hard to move, which is a good sign that that bushing is probably pretty good. But then this is the bushing that was spinning, and look how easy that is, guys. Seriously, I can do that with one. It shouldn't be like that. And I've checked inside it and it looks, I don't know, it just doesn't. Anyways, so I bought some new ones and it's a little bit of a different design that BC Racing sent me. I don't know if they revised their design on them, but as you can tell from the two, totally different design on the bushing, and it's not gold anymore, it's black, same size. I already installed this one on this side, so it's not. This is gonna go on the driver's side, but you can see that everything is good. Like, that is tight. I can't move that sucker. This one, not supposed to happen. Not supposed to happen. So what I did is I decided to replace those today after school. And that one is for that over there. If you wanna come see the tools that you need for this job, for the BC Racing coilovers, I don't know about the OEM suspension, but here is a 3/4 wrench. That's all you need. And then you also need an Allen. I don't know what size this is, but I think it might be a 6 millimeter or something like that. Anyways, what you do with this guy is you put this in here like that, and then you put this in the key that locks. Here, let me get the right one. You put it in like that. That holds it in place. See that? And then that allows you to actually tighten down the nut on this right here. If you don't have this in there, the whole thing is just gonna spin and it's not gonna tighten down. Kind of an interesting design, but it's made so that it doesn't come unloose. That's what it's made for, because suspension is super important. So use those, and as you can see, I installed the new one here. It's just this guy right here, and then just this guy right here, which goes to your sway bar, your front sway bar. And you just tighten them down. This one is super tight. Can't even move that sucker. In order to tighten those down, I use my jack. You can use a piece of wood right here. I use a towel and I put it on top. I put it on top of my rotor so it doesn't damage the rotor. And that's it. That's all you gotta do. You just wanna hold it in place. You don't wanna put any pressure on the rotor or crack the rotor or anything like that. Some people put it underneath, but I found out the rotor is just the best spot for me. And so you don't put a lot of pressure, but that's basically all you do. And then you tighten them down. Once you're done, you undo it, and then you make sure that your nuts are tight again, and you're all set to go. that's it.